So here we are to have a look at the second of my folk songs, the Welsh song Sosban Fach, the little pot, or the little saucepan, which starts on page 11 of the copy. The words are pretty well nonsense, with a vague sense of a story behind them. On the other hand, lots of clear words are needed so that the audience gets to hear the nonsense. Apologies to those who would have preferred to sing this in Welsh. I imagine that you'll be somewhat outnumbered by those for whom it is a relief not to have to do so. Again, I've aimed to write the piece so that there's no need to mark in any breathing. So if there's not a rest, there's not a breath, even if there is a comma in the words. So in this piece, we're singing a lot of 4-bar phrases with no breath in the middle. So no breath, for instance, in bar 6 after finger, or in bar 12 after cradle. The notes of this one mainly pretty straightforward, but it does go quite fast. I will be conducting 2 in a bar, so minim beats. Count carefully during the introduction and every time it comes, because the right-hand piano part is very syncopated and off-putting. The umcha of the left hand will be your anchor. There's nothing much to say about the first 2 pages, which have a lot of unison in any case. Every verse leads towards the word cat, where there is generally a jammy chord. And bar 17 is the first example of this. Watch out for the syncopated rhythm in bar 18. This kind of rhythm is called a Scotch snap, despite this being a Welsh piece. On page 20, basses watch out in bar 24 for your different rhythm, and enjoy the falling scale which starts there. In bar 28, the sopranos have the Scotch snap rhythm twice, but not the rest of the choir, so sopranos in particular, be careful. The second verse, starting on page 14, is almost the same as verse 1, apart from the words. But altos and basses, watch out for your echo of the tune at the end of bar 42, and then make sure of bar 46, when you have to shortcut from the tune to the cadence. Be ready to be MP at the start of page 16. This is a contrasting sweet bit before the accompaniment goes mental in bar 57. Once again, the new verse begins the same apart from the words in bar 68, but watch out everyone for the reharmonization of the little pot bit at bar 76. The trickiest bit of this one is the A-T-B parts from bar 84 to 91, which, as you will see, is a sort of swingle singer's rearrangement of this middle 8 tune. The sopranos get off lightly here, by the way. Some people will be able to sing this whole section in one breath. If so, good, but basses make sure you have enough breath to stop yourself going flat on the top D in bar 90. Some staggered breathing may be necessary. This bit for the lower 3 parts will definitely need practicing. It's like a long run in Handel. You have to know what is coming and keep meticulously to the beat. You will have clarinets and bassoons accompanying you here, but there are 180 of you and 4 of them, so you will have to be good. On the bottom of page 20, the accompaniment takes on a new, even more syncopated rhythm, so again anchor yourself to the left hand and count. Also, watch out, sopranos and altos, that you do not come in with the tenors and basses in this verse. And when you do, it is not the tune, although it looks as if it might be. Bar 97 and on to 103 are tricky in the top 2 parts, so make sure you check this bit out. Then it is all straightforward until you turn on to page 115, when you have to be ready for the extended treatment of the word cat, which may catch you unawares. Altos and basses enjoy the descending scales here. Sopranos and tenors be ready to count, as there's lots going on, and it may be a bit fast to follow the other parts. This last phrase is quite long, but should be in one breath if possible. Otherwise, stagger the breathing and miss a note out somewhere. In particular, the sopranos should be ready with enough breath to enjoy the FF top G at the end. And everyone count so as to come off exactly together halfway through the first beat of bar 124. This last chord is not as long as it looks. I hope that's useful and enjoy singing this one. More again soon.